What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of the Game Changers Podcast. It's your boy Known G. Tonight I'm in here with Mayor Socrates, Boss Man Jay, and Bishop Mac. We got a nice array of topics, a nice variety of topics, but we're gonna kick it off with something that kind of had the internet buzz in the last week or two, with Wale posting a picture from, I think, a music video or something he had on, or I shouldn't say Wale posted a picture. A fan of hip hop, I should say, posted a picture and said that, how's a 40-year-old man dressed in this way? So this is we're gonna kick the show off with. How y'all fellas doing out here tonight?
What's up, man?
Yeah.
I looked at, first off, when what jumped off at me was the shoes, but nothing else really was out of the ordinary. Like, what is a 40-year-old man to wear? And 40 really ain't that old when we start talking about age, you know what I'm saying? So I understand when we were younger, we thought 40 was just ancient. We thought that was, old, but it's really not. So I didn't see too much wrong with the outfit. I didn't.
Man, people just be needing something to talk about, because I don't see nothing wrong with the way that man dress. Dress how you feel, shit. That's what you feel like wearing, man, wear it. I mean, what difference does it make anyway? He got money, shit. Well, what he want to wear? It be the motherfucker, the main motherfucker that talking about what he wearing, at a 40-year-old man ain't got two nickels to rub together.
Yeah.
Well, that was from an internet user, Stevie Joe. And he said, I know I'm being judgmental, but the fact this look is acceptable for a 40-year-old man still shocks me.
Yeah, it's all an opinion. I mean, if that's what you feel. I saw a lot of people under a lot. I don't know if this was the original post that I had saw, but I seen some blogs, different sites on X retweeting it, and I was going to the comment section, and a lot of people would be just clowning, saying, what people think a 40-year-old guy should be wearing, and they showing old, pictures from the 1950s, people's in suits, and people supposed to be wearing just outdated, whatever, things that aren't even really a part of the time that we're currently living in. Because when you're young, if you're on social media and you're young, you may think, oh, like we were just saying, you think 40 years old and this, that, and the third, but it's not. And then Mike Epps even had a video out a while ago, I think even a year or two ago, basically on the same line, saying, we started a lot of these trends, and which is true. So, if you 35 and up, you 35 to even 50, a lot of the clothes today, which are, remixed, maybe a little smaller, skinny jeans, and, the clothes might not be as baggy as they once were through the 90s and, even the late 80s and all that, early 2000s. But a lot of these fashion styles were created by the people in that age range. We grew up, us on this podcast, we're middle-aged guys, so we're around his age, and Wale's age, and we grew up with all the gear that everybody talks about now, all the Jordans that the kids want to go get. We was the first ones wearing those Jordans. You know what I'm saying? We were the ones wearing the starter coats and wearing the new era caps, and anything that you think is fly today that's got remixed, it probably came from our era. And he's a rapper.
And who the fuck want to wear suits all day?
Right, like that's not, if that's not your profession, if you're not in politics, if you're not a lawyer, if you're not somewhere in corporate America where you're supposed to be wearing suits because that's the attire, to be in, and that's the environment. You're not about to just be wearing suits and collar shirts and all of this just because you're
But
42.
bro, that's the irony of the whole shit because Jadena, right here, this guy, remember this guy, Classic Man?
Yeah, yeah,
He
classic
was
man.
getting clowned for this shit in 2015 for just
Yeah,
dressing up and being, yeah, dressing, being spiffy. You know, he really was dressing up but niggas don't understand how much these damn suits cost. You know, these suits, that's not sustainable for, like you said, a regular person. If you ain't in politics, you ain't a preacher, you ain't some kind of businessman, bro, you're not wearing no suits. You're not wearing no fucking suits.
And
That shit,
preachers
that
ain't
shit
even wearing
costs.
suits 24 all day, every day.
yeah,
They wear them on Sunday. You see a preacher in jeans and a t-shirt when they ain't at church. Like, so cut it out, man. I don't know what he expect this man to have on. Like,
yeah,
Well, I
I just
think
don't
it
get it.
also goes into Wale being kind of like a hated artist, bro. They
yeah.
always hated on
Also,
Wale.
yeah, true.
He's been unlikable for a long time, no matter what he do. The
Yeah.
internet find a way to kind of, rag on him.
And
For
guess what?
sure.
They ain't doing that but making him more money.
Yeah. I mean, he has a great fan base, people that supported him. Even before he signed to Rick Ross and Maybach Music, he had fans there in the DC area. He was, he bubbled. He was bubbling in the underground. Then he signed to Rick Ross, and that's when he really blew up. But he always was kind of, he was always kind of an outsider when it come to fans. Fans always throw salt on him.
For sure. Even from Meek Mill throwing him under the bus. His own label mate. He got the straight from Meek Mill, and it just seemed like Wale could never catch a break. But people always gonna have something to say. You already know how that go.
What did
Yeah.
Big
But
Bill say?
well, back in the day, Meek Mill threw Wale under the bus by saying something about this. I forget what it
I think it was more. I
specifically
think it was
was.
like on some label support stuff because May,
Oh, okay.
yeah, Maybach Music was kind of like they were kind of not beefing, but they kind of just fell out with each other at a certain time. You know what I'm saying?
And then he like, well, y'all doing this for him. Like Meek Mill was on some good shit.
You know, what's up, Hooper fans?
Hopeful fans, what's up? What's up?
Yeah, he said why folks worried about how these people are, wear their clothes. Oh well, facts. Yeah, we definitely agree. That's what we talking on, and like I was just saying, the style of dressing that you're seeing, or you know, styles go away, styles come back. I mean, I know a lot of the some of these younger kids. They say that they go and they trying to dress 90s. They want to dress in a certain look and a certain style, and it's everything comes back around full circle sometimes. So it's just like, what's the what's the what's the difference of worrying about what other people got on? I don't get it. You know what I mean? It's like you have to, and this one thing too. Like every style is it's individual. It's individual.
Subjective.
Like yeah, it's subjective.
Subjective also.
And it's So you put on what you feel. You put on what you like, and everybody looks. Everybody, some people can pull stuff off. Some people can pull stuff off at 60 years old that another 60-year-old can't pull off. So age don't really have nothing to do with fashion, at the end of the day. Unless you just out here looking like a complete goofy. And we all know that, what I'm saying?
And acknowledge the fact that even having any kind of style in 2026 mean you spending money. To look good
Oh
in
yeah.
2026, bro, you gotta spend, bro. I've really like it's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I remember
I,
we had a talk off the show. I remember you were saying you had hit the mall, and it's like, yeah, you got to, you caught some shoes, like you got to drop 200.
man, at least
Yeah,
that's coming in the dope. At
yeah,
least. So to be fashionable as a man, that shit costs. Now, I guess you could say on the other side of that, ladies can do it cheaper. You can do it cheaper as a lady. But of course, you could go up a
I
scale too.
wouldn't
So
I wouldn't take fashion tip for none of these young niggas anyway. They wearing stack jeans.
Stack jeans. We just found out what stack jeans was off
Yeah,
off
you
camera. We
can't you
just
can't give me
found
no
out.
you. Yeah, you can't give me no type of fashion advice. You out here wearing stack jeans, no women pants.
If you wearing stack jeans, Mayor Socrates says you are all bad. You all bad. You out there wearing
I
these
ain't
stack
said it.
jeans.
I ain't said they all bad. I'm just saying them women jeans. Y'all, they talking about them man having on pink shoes, but y'all literally out here wearing women pants. These motherfuckers tight around the top and the leg and flare out at the bottom. Nigga, them women pants.
Some people really be comfortable in stuff like that, bro. Me myself, I couldn't be,
Hey,
but as a straight
to
man,
each his own.
some people comfortable like that. You see the guys even bringing back the
Yeah.
the, the pants, the what you call it, the dad short,
Oh
the short
yeah.
shorts.
Yeah, nah,
It's
I ain't wearing
like
no shorts above my knees. Yeah, put no shorts on my thighs.
so.
Yeah.
Fashion is real subjective these days, especially 2026, bro. It's all
Well,
over the place.
Well, we already
man,
know
that
the last few years with man purses. The
yeah, man.
younger generation and with man purses and all these accessory bags and shoulder bags and then people trying to change the name of it. Like, no, man, it's a
It's a
purse, man.
purse. And,
It's a
and niggas that
merce. It's a merce.
niggas that go around and do that are undercover brothers. Go ahead on come out and say you like wearing women clothes too.
but they try to. Well, this is the reason why it's a crazy thing because it there's a crossroads between that fashion and the streets, right? So street guys, a lot of times, you dressing up a certain way, but it's suspect. But you try to clean it up by putting money in the purse. So you in the
But
club.
my thing is this: if you want to carry something around with a lot of money, and get you a briefcase or a computer bag. You ain't gotta have no purse.
Well, okay, we just had this conversation off camera with one of the other castmates. He ain't on here right now, but he was saying that you should be trying to be different than a lot of these guys out here. He's saying his style is different, so he's saying that he feel like most people should want to be different than other people. You shouldn't want to
I,
look the same as others.
and I get that you can still be different and still look good.
You breaking up, man, Socrates, but. And I understand that side of it too. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, people gonna wear what they want to wear. But wearing a suit is kind of a little overboard. Who is that? Who is that? Hold on, we have some technical difficulties. Yo, we back? Yo, we back?
Yeah.
Already, okay. But like I said, we were having that conversation off camera, and bro was saying that his style is different. He said he wear it, and that's where we came up with the stack jeans. Because I didn't know anything about any stack jeans. I don't know what those are until we
Mhm.
brought it up, and y'all educated me on it. But some people are like alternative. Some people do like to,
Mhm.
look different.
And I mean, he had a good point when he said it depends on where you're going and where you're at, right? And I think
Mm.
everybody, I'm not gonna say everybody, because I mean, I've seen people pull up to certain places, and you're like, why do you have that on? Like cut off shirt, shorts, going to church. Like I've seen that. Like I know, come as you are with church and stuff of that nature, but it's certain places you clean up or you do certain things uh differently. You're not at the crib, you're not chilling. I'm not about to go to this place in pajamas. I'm not about to go to this place in whatever. I'm gonna try my best to at least look presentable because I know I'm going to this place, right? But then
Yeah.
we even got this thing where people feel that some females they shouldn't wear bonnets to like the
Mm.
airport or to Walmart or
Now that
they
did get a little burned out. That got burned out. I
yeah,
hate it. I hate it.
like wearing bonnet everywhere, like that's really for the bed. Why are you out with the bonnets and this, that, and third?
Yeah.
So it's all kinds of different things that people don't
Oh, I
like
got
about
another one.
it.
I got another one. The slides for the men. You
Yeah,
know, having
you know that.
slides on is not looked at as manly.
Right, you wearing slides, you're going up Crocs. Like I know what like kids with Crocs right now, teenagers with Crocs. Like people despise Crocs. Like I know people who despise Crocs just because of everybody wearing Crocs everywhere, younger people wearing Crocs everywhere, and all of that. So you hear all kinds of things that people don't like with fashion. But I will say, different places, different types of attire.
Hmm.
Will
Hmm.
represent you better. Now it's America. You should be able to wear what you want wherever you want to go, right? But um, I
The
think
internet will roast you if you're a celebrity or anybody in the spotlight because,
yeah,
like we said, with Wale, it's just to the point where people just don't like him. And anytime he do anything that halfway might be deemed as, off, people are gonna come for him every single time. So
yeah,
Hooper fans say most idiots walk around wearing all black every day talking about that's a style.
yeah,
I mean, everybody ain't got style, you know. And I'm not gonna say I'm the most stylish person, but I'm not
yeah.
wearing. One thing I wouldn't wear is those pink shoes, though. I wouldn't. That's just me. I wouldn't wear those pink shoes, but everything else looks cool to me.
Yeah. And not to go too off topic, but I think people should really we should be more just worried about our health really and our our because if your health is right and your hygiene is right, guess what? I'm not saying just throw on anything, but if you look
Hmm.
healthy and your hygiene is right, you can pretty much put on anything that's decent and and it don't even got to be this crazy style, but you're gonna look good in whatever you put on. Why? Because you look healthy, you don't look all sick and decrepit, and if your hygiene, you're brushing your teeth, you're flossing your teeth, you got some smell good on deodorant. Hey man, you pretty much gonna be in there 9 times out of 10. But if you're not healthy and you got the most expensive threads on, but and their name brand and all this, but you ain't wiped your ass, you ain't washed your butt, like what does it matter? You know what I'm saying? So I think sometimes I just say that to say I think sometimes we just worried about the wrong things.
Yeah, we misguided, definitely.
Yeah, we
I'm
worried
with
about
you
the
on
wrong
that.
things, man. And I think that's more so what this is about. Wear what you
Yeah,
like, wear what you want to wear. Different places, different attire, but yeah, we just be reaching. It's the internet, and I think
it's
it's
the
just it's
internet.
the internet. You know what I mean? It's the internet. But I know we got some other topics on the board, boss man.
Oh
You
yeah,
got
we got Mayor Sock. We got Mayor Sock Cheese back too. Mayor Sock
Yes, sir.
Cheese. I want your opinion on this one. Pastor Dr. Jamal Bryant came out and said that the Target boycott is over, but social media pushes back fiercely. And they called him a lot of this and that because he is facing a lot of backlash online after announcing he plans to end the year-long boycott of Target.
Man, first
And
off, niggas wouldn't boycott Target in the first place, and niggas don't shop at Target because it's too expensive.
well, black
And
women said, the boycott is still on.
that's because the
Uh,
motherfucker can't afford to shop in Target. Shit. Man, listen, shit, Target expensive as hell.
well, they were speculating that Dr. Jamal Bryant got broke off a little something because he's saying that 97% of the objectives were completed by Target, and the internet asking when did that happen?
but just
But
but
honestly
just
though, when were they boycotting it? Because shit, I still see motherfuckers shopping at Target. I only know for in the boycott for what, a week, 7 days. That was it. Everybody was right back up in that motherfucker. Well, all the ones that can
Well,
afford it.
well, it's been a lot of talk online about it. with the woke community. Uh,
But guess what though? They ain't hurt talking not one bit because they still up and running. So what was the purpose? What did you accomplish by boycotting them? Cause your black ass
Yeah.
wasn't going them buying them, but that damn Target popcorn anyway.
Target is kind of unnecessarily high on some items, bro. Can we say that?
Yeah, definitely,
Yeah.
definitely.
Hey, I,
Yeah,
I was in Target. I was in Target the other day, a couple days ago, and guess what I came out of there with?
nothing.
Nothing. Cause my black ass couldn't afford it, and it wasn't nothing but $1 more than Walmart.
But yeah, it kind of it's suspicious why he even brought that up. I don't know why that was brought up. I don't know if that was brought up during one of his services or whatever. I'm pretty sure that's where it was brought up at. It's kind of like, was he like? I mean, if he's at church bringing that up, or did he make a post about that, or where was this brought
You know,
up
they
at?
got their non-profit organizations and they got their little, you know, places and events that they go to,
Yeah. Okay. So
conventions and stuff.
right, I just want to know the setting in which this was announced at, because then it will make more sense to me why, like, you're saying that the boycott is over for Target. Like, who makes a pastor the spokesperson for the black community to go back and shop at a store? Like, doesn't even make
Well, he
sense to
he
me.
was, to be fair, he was one of the ones that called for the boycott last year in
Oh,
like
okay,
early
okay,
2024. But no, he wasn't the first one. He was
yeah,
he came, he did say something about a boycott after it was already on. You know what I'm saying? But it's the same playbook for me. It's the same playbook that they always use, where they just um go and target one of the well-to-do Negroes and give him something, and now he comes back to say, "Hey, they're good people now."
Yeah, they
So
good
yeah,
people.
yeah,
Boycott
yeah,
over with, man. We can shop there again.
I definitely could see that happening, because the black church is where is probably the most powerful institution within the black community around the world, really, because even in Africa the church is huge, like in
mm,
Nigeria, all around Africa, but just yeah, and even in America the black church is probably the biggest institution, and where our money probably runs the most outside of these
mhm.
stores is in these is in churches when it comes to tithing and stuff of that nature. So like it definitely could easily have been, yeah, come over here, man. We'll throw you a couple dollars, man, and make sure your people come back in and shop with us, because he based out of Atlanta, right?
For sure, he is mega church.
Yeah,
One of the
Man.
pastors that Drewski was making fun of. Yeah,
yeah.
all of that.
But let's
So
let's be for real, man. And I want y'all to be honest. Has the boycott affected Target in any type of way?
I think only in
I
the
think it
beginning.
did though.
In the
I think
beginning,
it
it
did.
did. In the beginning, it did. It did. Their numbers
Financially,
did drop. Yeah, their
yeah, the
numbers
numbers
dropped.
definitely dropped.
Yeah, they
For a whole
dropped.
year?
I
I
don't know if it was
mean,
for a
just off
year.
the path of where it was going. You know how the trend, they got
That,
knocked off
but
Yeah.
their trend. They was
but that's what I'm saying. For maybe like a week or two.
Nah, I think
Man,
it
maybe
was a
like
little
one
bigger
and
than that,
a
Pop. It
one,
was a little
maybe
bigger than
like
that, bro.
one quarter.
man,
Like,
bro,
but
shit. Boy, them motherfuckers was sneaking back and forth up in Target the first chance they got. I ain't trying to hear that shit. You already know niggas ain't boycotting shit for long. Look at
I'm a,
what's that clothing line that Balenciaga? Shit, they back wearing that, ain't it?
oh yeah.
How long did that last? How much revenue did that affect?
Not that much. I mean, I don't think and honestly, all the high end European designers that everybody goes and buys, I don't think they ever were affected by the black community to stop going to those places, because black people have been shopping in places for real. I've never seen an actual stoppage of luxury luxury European goods being stopped by the black community buying.
And
I,
neither was Target because niggas don't go there anyway. They go to Walmart. So that's why they were so quick to boycott it. Man,
Oh,
these
okay,
motherfuckers
so
stop it,
so
bro.
can we definitively say that niggas don't go to Target, they go to Walmart?
oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Not I mean, come on, man. Let's be for real now.
at a
Shit.
high level, hell yeah, shit. When you I mean, I've heard people say this. I think Boosie, I heard say this back, a while ago. Going shopping at Walmart in Atlanta is like going to the club.
Mm.
You know, shit, you might as well you just go in there and like you going to the club. You go shopping in Walmart in Atlanta. So hell yeah, I mean, that's easily a true fact. No matter where you are in the nation, I think what black people no matter what region you in, we shopping at Walmart for sure over
Okay,
Target.
okay, so yeah, that's what I was just about to say. So do we view Walmart over Target like as a value, or is it like that's just
Yeah,
where we go when we condition to go to Walmart?
I think it's a value thing, but it's also conditioning. I mean, because everything is conditioning and being molded to go somewhere for the most part. You know,
Yeah.
people go where they're comfortable to go. Like if they think that's the place to go, then and that's because
Where your
people
mama
go
went?
there,
If your mama went there, your grandmama went there, you
yeah,
going.
you're gonna go there. And then a lot of these box stores, we already know they done took out the neighborhood stores. Because a lot of if you're around our age, you can remember when we had a lot of stores
Yep.
that were just like community-based grocery stores or local
Family
shops.
owned.
Yeah, family
Hmm.
owned. But I mean, as time has went on, we more Target and these box
Nah, them
corporations.
small towns down south, they got Dollar Generals.
Oh
Dollar
yeah,
Generals everywhere.
and the small towns all got to go to those $1 Generals, Family Dollars, or Walmarts that just be on the highway. And all the small towns got to drive, 10, 20 miles out. Go to the next, you know what I'm saying?
For
So,
real. For real.
uh, no matter where you at, like, that's how that shit is. So, that's kind of the sad part about, like, these Targets and these big box stores because it kind of took away the feel of the smaller person being able to get a bag and get some money. Because shit, everybody gonna go where they feel comfortable at, and that's usually Walmart. But yeah, I have to agree with meritocracy on that one though, man. I don't think a lot of us
But
are.
Walmart is trash too though. Cause I'm
Oh
tired of
yeah, it's
seeing you, you.
trash.
You just said the people when you look at the line in Walmart. I'm looking at the line. I'm just like I hate even going to Walmart. For real, for real.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Walmart is getting a bit trashy. And I don't too much like going in there anymore. But I'm definitely ain't going no damn Target.
Yeah, I definitely
I,
still ain't going to Target no matter what.
yeah.
No matter
I
what, I ain't
order
going to
I
Target.
order online.
That's the truth, there though. That is the truth. No matter how much I don't like going in Walmart, I'm not going to Target.
Yeah. It don't. It's not appealing. It's not appealing to us though. It's appealing to white folks. Let's just keep it real. When you walk up in there, a lot of them be having Starbucks. Like I don't. I know some. I
Yeah,
know some black folks drink
They got a
Starbucks, but
Starbucks in Target.
they
that's what I'm
always
saying.
have them right there,
That's
right
that's
there.
what I'm
They
saying.
together.
Target. That's what I'm saying. Target, not Walmart. But if I said Walmart, I didn't mean Walmart. I meant Target. Target. It's all appealing to white girls from teenage years to like 40.
Mm,
Like it appeals to that crowd. You know what I'm saying? So they don't even really even market to us, honestly. To be real, like it's not really
mm.
marketed towards our community. Even though there's certain things in Target that people in our community may like and may go shop and frequent at. But as a whole, I don't think so.
But as a whole, do you think the America people knew that black people was boycotting Target?
Hell no.
In the beginning, in the beginning, in the
Bro,
beginning,
nigga.
not in the beginning, yeah, some people
Bro,
did because it was.
okay, so the first 2 weeks, but niggas didn't even know they was still boycotting Target until this pastor said something. Hell, I thought that shit been over with.
The only reason I say that is because they made such a big deal of the because it was over the CEO, right? Like he had some comments or he had said something or whatever. I forget the whole
Yeah, yeah,
reason,
yeah.
the whole. But I know it was over the CEO, and then he resigned or whatever the case, and then people stayed with the boycott, and then it was some other stores. It wasn't just them. I think the big store that like
It
stepped
was
up because this was because of
it
the
was
whole
really over that
DEI.
yeah
DEI shit.
DEI in the beginning.
DEI. Yep.
So a
They
whole
was
bunch of
supposed to be boycotting Walmart. Shit.
Walmart. I mean Sam's Club. I mean there were some people that stood out, but the one place I know that stood up for real was Costco. Like
Yeah.
Costco stood up and they're like, we not for all that. We're gonna da 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 da. And they're like the one company that I remember that like stood up for DEI and all that, whatever. But everybody else, all the other stuff, I don't know. But see, that's the other thing. Like to me, bruh, as black people, think about this though. As black folks, right? Who do y'all really think got our back any goddamn way? Nigga, when I buy all this shit, it ain't like, yeah, I can just stand in there with the CEO and they'll be like, well, thanks, Jamal, for buying my product. Man, I'm the last person they gonna give a damn about. I don't care what product I'm buying out of a store. I know they don't give a damn about my black ass. That's just being real.
Exactly.
Like,
It's
But
just,
let
it's just transactional.
it's
all right, so
transactional.
let me ask y'all this. My bad, no, but let me ask y'all this. What what was the point of DEI?
Oh, because trying to now I ain't gonna say it just worked or nothing, but it was
Okay,
aimed
that's what I'm
at
saying.
trying to. Well, everything don't work. You got to try some shit because if you say it like that, a lot of this shit didn't work. A lot of this shit still ain't working. But they giving the money to. Oh, man, come on, man. Hell no.
Man, them
Just because
folks
it
just
didn't work
came with
don't
that
mean
shit to shut niggas up. And
no.
that's what
They
they do. Bro, they always do that. Anytime motherfucking black person start complaining about something, they pretend to give us some of what we want. Just to shut our fucking mouth. And guess what niggas do?
mm,
Bow heads and get in line. Yes, master, you right.
Well, and that's the thing with DEI. It really it affected white females the most. So like when that happened, a lot of white women was laid off more than what they thought. They thought, yeah, Trump's gonna come in and do this. You know, white folks got laid off for real when DEI and all that happened. A lot of them got
I mean,
got
that's
cut.
why it was so much passion and fervor around the subject,
Mhm.
because people was real mad about that DEI shit.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong though. A lot of us lost jobs too because of Doge. I mean, I know we don't have that up right now, and I'm not trying to go
Yeah,
off on down another
yeah,
road,
yeah,
but
yeah. But
a lot of
we
us lost jobs
definitely,
because of Doge and people that were hired, through Doge to just go and cut all these government jobs that a lot of our black women had jobs in and job placement. They cut hella jobs
Exactly.
because of
But
Doge
that was
with
that was
Doge.
just to counter that DEI shit. That was their way of fixing what they thought what they was gonna work for us.
Right,
Man, them motherfuckers
right.
ain't giving us shit, bro.
Right, but back, like yeah, like when I buy a product anywhere, bro, like it's like I know I will like to be buying from people I know that got love for me and want to make sure I'm okay, and like real people that make products, and there are people out there like that got real
But it's
products
hard
and
though.
you gotta
right,
seek them motherfuckers out. You
you
gotta
got to
seek them
seek them
out, and
out,
then you gotta
bro. You
pay
know what
extra
I'm saying?
shipping, and then you
Exactly.
Right, like
It's hard. It's hard to shop with your own.
right,
Let's
like
be real.
right, and you know what I'm saying, and it's a difference between shopping with black folks and shopping with. So you know what I'm saying? Like you gotta like
Listen,
it's not easy. Like
right.
I tried to supporting black business shit, bro. I really did. But they are most black business owners, especially if it's a female. Man, they got the worst fucking attitude, bro.
yeah,
They got
It's
that. They
also
got
some
that.
good. It's also some good ones. Don't you get on
I
here?
didn't.
No, we
Hold
ain't gonna do
on.
that.
But see, you taking what I'm saying wrong. Did I say most? I didn't say all,
It ain't most either. Some.
bro. Okay, well, some of them have some of the stankiest fucking attitude. Like they don't care if you shot with them or not. They don't need your business. And I get it because the first thing a black person want to holler is give me a deal when they know that they dealing with their own kind. But you don't go ask these white people for no deals. You ain't going out there asking these motherfucking Chinese people for no deals. when you going shopping at they shit.
Hmm.
Well,
But
you
to have
definitely
an
ain't
attitude,
negotiating no price at the counter at Walmart. You definitely ain't
Yeah,
negotiating no
exactly.
yeah,
price. You
yeah,
paying
and
what's
So
on the
why
fucking
can't
sticker.
my price be my price and you accept that?
mm, exactly. Like I said, there's certain things like within our community that, man, if we get them right, and us as a community have like a standard for ourselves, man, we're gonna take off because our dollar is what moves Target. This, in places like this, this is why they came to Jamal Bryant like this because they know our dollar is powerful. So when we want to shop with each other, we gotta build real, a connection to get to a standard with all of us. Like we have a standard. Like when we get this money, when we get this real money, we don't have no problem going to Gucci. We ain't got no problem going to YSL and Saint Laurent and like you said Balenciaga. We don't got no problems. Shit, some of us will pay extra at these stores. You know what I'm saying? Just because you got it, you'll pay extra at these stores. So we got to be
Just to
able
say
to,
you can.
just to say you can. You'll go to the most expensive spot in people will go to Houston to Galleria in Houston or go to Brickell in Miami or go to the Strip in Vegas or wherever it be where people spending big money or Rodeo Drive in LA. People will go to these
Mm.
places, white owned places that don't have no minority ownership, but will go there and drop the biggest bag you ever seen
Go
with no
put
with no
themselves in debt to buy it.
right with no negotiations, right? And we'll go in there
But
and the best customer.
I don't think those are the people that would be even shopping at Target anyway. I think this more
But that's
so
what I
black
said.
women. This
But
more so
but
black women.
but no, but come on now. This there is a crowd of people that yeah we gonna still shop at Walmart and Target even though we can go and buy these luxury goods. We still gonna
Me.
go there. I'm more so making the connection that if we go into these places and we can pay high prices, or
Hmm.
even if we go into Target and Walmart and we just pay whatever we like I said, there's no negotiation. We should be able to go into our own places because other places, other races don't really have that issue, man. They gonna go and
Mm.
support their business. If you go into the Mexican spot right now and they in there selling whatever, all them Mexican folks gonna line up and they paying. They paying for what they got. They getting out the store. If you go to the church,
Yep.
Fact.
you know what I mean. Right in my city, right now, if you go to this part of town where they got the Asians, they got the Mexicans, they got the Africans, they got them all set up in the same area in between. Like let's say a 3 to 4 mile radius. That they're
Hmm.
all these stores at. Nobody gonna go in there and bargain
Nope.
for and it's not like this is like a jewelry store somewhere where you bargain because there's certain stores you bargain at, right? Because you paying
Hmm.
big money like on items, but just like regular groceries, regular clothing, regular like bruh, you don't need a bargain there. You know what I'm saying? Just come in there, pay, come in there, buy, no hesitation.
No hesitation, no
No
negotiation.
hesitation, bro. That'll build our community up to where we don't have to worry as much about certain things because we know we can go to this part of town
But
and we good.
but you don't think that people are more critical of well, black people are more critical of other black people when they don't get service that they feel like they
Oh yeah,
want?
oh yeah, hell
Or
yeah,
Oh, we
hell yeah,
hard on our own.
hell yeah. Shit, we worse. We probably worse. You know what I'm saying? That's a damn shame. It's just crazy, man. I really, like I said, our dollar is powerful in America. We probably spend more than any group of people. We willing to spend, but it's how we willing to spend and who we willing to spend it with, right?
mm,
And
Not
if we could do it just like more on a level of respect between one another, then it's over with. It's over with in the sense of the 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 structure of American society today. It completely shifts.
if
If
we
black folk,
studied
it,
if we studied the Jews, we should have
bruh,
studied the
it
Jews.
completely shifts. It completely shifts tomorrow. If all black folks was like, man, I ain't shopping nowhere but black, and everybody's really just with it. Like it's over. Like, and if we
we
act,
will fold the market.
we will fold the market. And if we, but
But
if
what
we
are
go
these
into,
companies
but
gonna do? They
But if
go
we
get
go
these
into these
preachers.
stores, bro, if we go into these stores the same way we go into these other stores, not on no ratchet hood, just on some, just yeah. Thanks, man. Appreciate you. Hey, gonna bag it up. Hey, and it's just smooth. I'm talking about smooth transactions. Let's just dream for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Like everything is moving smooth. We will shut it down. We will shut it down. Everybody will be wondering, y'all gotta come back. Boy, they be paying us to come back. They be cutting checks. They be cutting checks. Reparations, I'll tell you right now, reparations will start tomorrow.
Damn right. Hey, shit.
Reparations will start. They be paying us to come back to
But
these stores.
if we fucking around and came together like that, them motherfuckers would be like, what war? Fuck that war. These motherfuckers hurting us on our own
Yo,
land. What we gonna do about that?
boy, they stop, man. Trump will stop me
Listen,
rain
man,
tonight.
that is the scariest thing in America to white people, man. Black people coming together.
Yeah. And we don't get it, man. We don't get it. So that's what, to circle back to this right here we looking at, This is why that man want us to go back to Target. Oh, the boycott order. Dude is straight Asian when you think about it. Because when you think about how we just talking, when you think about the way we just talking, and for that man to say that, that's crazy. Why you trying to lead us back in there, man? You supposed to be trying to build up, find the next person. You supposed to be trying to find the black Target with that money. You know what I'm saying? Like shit, take that church tithing and find somebody that can start a Target for us. All that money you bringing in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, but then you'll get yourself killed.
I was about to say,
I mean, that's what it's gonna take. That's what it's gonna have to take. That's what it's gonna have to take. And they the ones who probably should be on the front lines. Him, TD Jakes, what the other ones?
Can't say TD Jakes, cause that motherfucker disappeared after that did his shit.
What's the one that spit on old boy? What's his name? What's the young one about our age? We did a show about him with the Drewski.
Oh, damn.
What's his name? He about he about in his 30s. We
the
did
one that put that spit in that man's face.
Yeah.
I don't know him. He nasty. I don't want to know him.
Him too. Like all y'all been taking all that black tithing. Y'all be the ones supposed to be backing these black businesses because y'all tax free anyway at these churches. Y'all the ones supposed to be back in our community to build, bring wealth back into the community and build these neighborhoods back up and not worrying about the outsiders. And it's the church. It's the black church. You know what I'm saying? So, like, when you really sit back and look at this actual topic, for that man to say that, these people is definitely not for us in the community. Definitely not. I just saw another pastor say, I done seen y'all, I'm going to have y'all bring in y'all tax documents. Y'all seen that?
Yes. Yep.
Man, told his congregation to bring in their tax documents because I know y'all spending money. Y'all ain't tithing like y'all supposed to.
And I would have told that pastor, who do you think you are? So you ain't the IRS asking me for my tax dollars. Let me see yours. Fuck wrong with you?
Man,
this is gonna be the last day I'm gonna step foot in this church.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, you talking about checking my finances? Like, who the fuck are you?
But I mean, they use pastors in the black community for control. So,
man, it's so obvious with this post.
And they've been doing it since slavery.
Mm-hmm.
They take our own people, get them a Bible, and tell them to go teach this to your people, but you got to teach it this way.
Yeah, he's definitely the new face of that, man, honestly, because I'm just saying, it really just hit me like when he said that, like, I'm thinking it, but really just having this conversation right now just really made me, it made me I'm kind of mad, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, these are the people that, the one right, it's the one influence in America, and like I said, even around the world with us as black people, the church that is so powerful that it'll pivot our people so much further. Because if you look at any other group of people with the church, look how powerful they are. The Catholic Church, the Mormons. You know how rich the Mormons is, bro? You know how rich the Mormons is? The Mormons and the
Bro, I'm
Catholics
telling you.
alone, them boys alone, just that two, just the Catholics and the Mormons alone, like, it's like, so yeah, man, we definitely got to look at these pastors and all these people that have influence within our community, um, and
But
the things that they say, because they clearly ain't for us. So yeah, that's all I got to say.
but these pastors don't care nothing about the community. They don't care nothing about their bottom line, their pockets. That's it.
For real, he went
It's
straight to
simple.
that. He went straight to that Rolls Royce like Drewski after church after saying that, didn't he? He went straight to that. He went straight to that Rolls Royce.
Because
Somebody came up to that Rolls Royce.
as soon as he walk away from behind that pool pit and shake a few hands and kiss a few babies, he in his car just like did it with some damn hand sanitizer. Talking about he need to go take a bath. I touch these heathens and they're so dirty.
Man,
For
when you
real.
Man,
see behind the scenes,
but let's stick to the topic. Cause boy, you get me talking about these churches, I'm gonna have these Christians mad at me.
we can leave it there, man.
Yeah, yeah. Like,
Hey man, but thank y'all for watching, man. Appreciate all the comments. Like, comment, subscribe, share, tell a friend to tell a friend. True life.